The woman we spoke with was asked to remain anonymous to protect her family. She told me her family member has been fighting an addiction to gambling for years. It's added extra stress to the family and caused the relationships to be broken.
Kyle, why aren't you doing your homework? Don't you know we have an AP Lang paper due tonight?
I'm sorry, but I keep getting distracted. I can't stop playing poker.
It can't be that serious.
It is though. I love poker. I wake up, I poker. I eat, I poker. I sleep, I poker.
Okay, but do you really think that's what you should be doing right now?
Well, I probably shouldn't be, but I just can't stop.
I don't think you should be gambling. It's pretty addictive.
That's funny coming from you.
Well, whatever. You might as well show me how to play.
Well, these are some of the hands. You have something like a royal flush, which is the most rare hand, or you have something as simple as the high card and everything in between. But I'm a high roller, which means I bet a lot, so I wouldn't recommend that to you.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky and have a hot streak.
I doubt it. You also need to learn how to bluff, aka lie, but bluffing sounds better. On average, how much do you bet and how much have you won or lost?
On average, we bet around like 20 bucks, and I've won $584 total.
How do you know how much you've won?
I keep it in my notes app. Every time I win or lose, I just write it down, add it together. I have a total, like a weekly thing. So.
Okay. How did you get involved in gambling?
Well, it was about New Year's Eve time, and I was having like a little people get together to celebrate the New Year's. And someone brought up the question if you want to play poker. I was like, sure, let's do it. It was pretty fun, so I did it again. I got better, and now I enjoy playing it.
Okay. What do you do with the money once you won it?
Well, since we play like cash, I just kind of let it pile in my room. But then the new Xbox was on sale, so I bought that. Got the new college football game. That was pretty cool. I got some McChickens. That's pretty important for me. So that's pretty much what I did.
How often do y'all play poker?
Well, during the school year, all of us are busy with like sports and football games and stuff. So maybe play like every other week.
And then during breaks, we play like 3 times a week, like Christmas break or like the Hurricanes.
Can you describe your first betting experience? The first time I was ever exposed to betting was I was in high school when my dad was in a weekly college football pick'em at his school where he taught and I was a student. And I would bilk my dad, make the picks, and then I would run the money to the guy that was running the pool, and then we would have to get up the next morning on Sunday. So the games would be played Saturday night, or Saturday and Saturday night, and we'd have to get up Sunday morning and go out and get the newspaper and read the scores to see how we did, because not every game was on television, and ESPN wasn't even around, and SportsCenter wasn't even around yet. So that was my first time. That was a few years of that. All right. What do you do when you lose money, and how do you feel? What do I do when I lose money? Now, well, nobody likes to lose. If you like to lose, then you're in the wrong business. But I try to bet smarter the next time, right? And what I found over the years is it's usually better to bet with your head, to let your head make your brain make those decisions instead of your heart, who you want to win these games. All right. How has technology, like betting apps, changed the way that you bet? Well, the only technology today, talking about the college football, we used to have a list of games written out on a piece of paper, right? And now we use a program, we use a website, ESPN website, and where there's 10 games per week that are selected by ESPN, and all of the participants get the same 10 games, and you pick the winners, and then you rank them based on confidence. So the example I always use is if Georgia's playing Alabama, you might pick how Georgia'd win, but you might put them in a low confidence slide, like a 1 or a 2 slide. But if Georgia's playing Duke or I don't know, Virginia Tech, they're probably going to kill. You still pick Georgia, but you put them in high confidence. So your confidence points are what you go by. So the more confidence points you win for a week, the higher your score. So that's been a pretty neat change. The rest of it, that, and you're able to see point spreads and betting lines to help you kind of make a decision if you don't really know much about your team selection. All right. How do you feel about sports betting or just betting in general? Well, I feel like betting is a lot like other things in life. If you're not hurting other people and you're not taking away from your family your ability to contribute to your family, then I feel like your money is your money and you do with it as you wish. And that's one of the rules I always follow is I never gamble any more money than what I can afford to lose. I've always been able to keep that in check. And the people that I associate with, we're all the same way. A lot of people get beyond that point, though, and that's when I feel like it's a problem. Have you ever felt the need to take a break from betting practices? Well, no, not really, because I try to keep all that in check. The more disposable income that I choose to put up on, over time you get more. So I'll probably bet a little bit more in terms of dollar amounts than I used to. But it's still not so much that if I lose it, it's going to hurt me and my family financially.